Okay, so here we are in a pistol round.
Targets acquired.
First half. You'll see Potato's going to be playing towards this round. Go over his positioning a little bit. As you see, he decides to kind of watch this angle from the left side. Now, if the T's were to peek him here, or here, he wouldn't have anywhere to fall back to. If two of them were to peek at the same time, he'd pretty much be screwed. So, better would be to play closer to bathrooms, and that way you could fall back towards sight. If they were to peek out, you shoot, fall back, you're still alive. Just safer positioning. Okay, so this round I think it's going to be easier for me to show you what goes wrong in game, but I'll show you what happens first.
Throwing smoke. Guard. Grenade out. Throwing flashbang. Throwing a flashbang.
Okay, so here I am in game, and I just wanted to go over his positioning. As you saw, he was kind of crouching up here, and then when there was nowhere for him to go. If he was standing up, he would be able to hopefully fall behind here. If he was playing farther behind, he would be able to take a couple of shots and then duck. Or you can also play on this rail, or then fall off if you need to. Okay, so in this round, Potato was heading towards Fountain, but he decides to fall back towards CT stairs.
Grenade!
But you'll see number 2 right here dies.
Incendiary!
And he rotates back.
Flashbang!
So that should be any second. Alright, the kill happens. Potato's on his way back. And now, we don't have any teammates in bathrooms. You can see on the minimap. And the guy who was party has died. So this is kind of a no man's land. Which means you shouldn't bunny hop eagle around the corner. I think that's pretty obvious. It could have been avoided if you just check the minimap and then be aware of where the enemy could be and where they were. Okay, so here we are on round number 11. Potato's playing water. If you look at the minimap, there already is someone in connector. You can see him through the wall. So you should be having his crosshair at this corner, because he knows nobody's gonna come through that door. Another thing that could have been fixed just by checking the minimap a bit more often.
Smoke.
And then the round play out.
I'm throwing a grenade.
Okay. So earlier on, the player at Monster saw nobody looking down Monster, and Potato saw nobody looking down here. So they're most likely in Party or Fountain, which they are. This is a good play by Potato. He sees the Molotov thrown behind him, and he figures they think it's Molotov off, so they don't think anybody's going to come up from there, and he uses that as an opportunity to surprise the terrorists who's up there. Now here's where he messes up. He got 1 kill, and I don't know if he gets information. Yeah, he got 1 kill, and I don't know if he heard them, but we know they're not on the B side of the map, and he got this guy, so we would think they're over here. There's no need to push into Fountain. Just hold connector, make sure they don't go to B, and that way the team can just focus. The rest of the team can focus on A, and then when the T's are pushed up, trying to get sight, then it would be your time to shine. Okay, here we are, round 14. Potato's playing construction again. Just super simple this round.
Flashbang. Deploying
You'll
flashbang.
see,
I'm throwing a
I don't know
flashbang.
who that is, he'll come down, throw a Molotov.
Throwing flashbang. Throwing
Eventually.
flashbang.
There you go. Okay, now, Potato can see the Molotov through the door, so he knows they're not gonna push through a connector. And if they are, they're gonna have to open Squeaky, they're gonna come out already damaged, and they're gonna be in the Molotov smoke a little bit. So he should have his crosshair watching into the lower part in case one of them decided to come from T-stairs out. And you could see the way he went around that corner. If any terrorist was playing right here, he would have just walked right by them without even knowing that. So, crosshair placement. Alright, now here we are later down in the round. Same round. The guy who was connector just died, and Potato's starting to walk towards connector to help. He hears their footsteps, and he kind of just stalls out by the door and gets killed like such. And let me show you in game what a better option would have been. Okay, so here we are, and I'm just gonna play what Potato did. He pushes up towards the door, and then right about when he gets here, he hears the players moving down connector, and he just kind of stays here and waits for them to come to the door. Now, this is a bad angle because if the T opens the door like such, he'll be able to see your shoulder and kill you while you won't even be able to see him. A better option would have been you hear him coming, fall back down like that, or I guess if you don't want to make noise, another option would be to fall back here. If you fell back here, he probably would have been able to get two of them if they came out with their backs. Get them both when they're running through here. But yes, if he plays up here, there's a very high chance he's going to die if they open the door. Alright, this round's super simple. Going to be doing a split A. Turns away for the flash. Takes a stool, gets headshotted. Now, the Glock's accuracy sucks. It doesn't really get worse if you're moving. And especially at that range, it wouldn't have mattered if you were moving with the Glock. So you would want to have been strafing back and forth a little bit more, maybe ducking, just trying to make you harder to get a headshot. He stands still for half a second, and CT is able to get a headshot. Okay, this round, Potato's gonna make a classic mistake. Really obvious. So, pushes out towards bathrooms. It's looking clear, teammate has connector. Now, Mystic Ben Hogg just died over here, so we know that FPS Kelvin is in the long side of bathrooms, and Potato pushes through the smoke, and that's what you would expect. Okay, so this round is going to do pretty good early on. He pushes past the smoke and surprises his CT. And they get a headshot on him. Here we go. Simple mistake right here. Just, he ends up getting the kill regardless, but jumping while shooting tends not to be the best idea. And then you're going to see him push somewhere where we do not have control over. So there could be a CT over here, or there could be a CT coming down here, and he's going to push into there looking towards the left side of graffiti, which personally I think is less likely there's somebody here since this guy already died. It's more likely somebody's coming from A. You know, why would they have two people here? And he's going to push looking towards this way while reloading, and gets killed. Okay, so this round, he's going to die from overexposing himself. Throws that flash up. And then he gets Molotov behind him, which means he can't exactly fall back into the tunnel. But you see, he sees the guy on, well, he's already peeking too wide because there could have been somebody on the pillar, but he sees the guy, toxic, shots, misses, and then instead of falling back, he pushes out, and there's going to be another CT coming to capitalize on that. So, yeah, that was way too wide of a peek. I mean, towards the end of it, he's even exposing himself towards graffiti and heaven too. So, you know, there's one guy toxic you have to deal with. You don't want to have to worry about this angle and this angle and this angle and this angle too. If you can just make it so it's just you and him, and not you, him, and two other CTs, there would be a higher chance that you could make it out of this round alive.
Throwing flashbang.